Get ready for the Squawking Eagles Podcast.
Hello, and welcome to the Squawking Eagles Podcast. This is the post-game show. I am Mike. And if you have just finished watching Monday Night Football, the Eagles have defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 21-17, a game that was ugly on both sides of the ball. The Eagles themselves shot themselves in the foot. The Chiefs shot themselves in the foot. They were trading different turnovers, interceptions, fumbles, penalties. Like there was so many things to talk about in this game. I'm excited to talk to Miguel and Mark this week. It's going to be an early podcast. It will be released on Thanksgiving Day. So right now you're going to hear Miguel, myself, and Mark, and I will see you on the other side.
So the Eagles defer to the Kansas City Chiefs, allowing the defense to come in. And on the second play of the game, Hassan Reddick says, "My cleats work today, boy," and spears the shit out of Mahomes. Let's go, Birds.
It's game time. Monday Night Football. Super Bowl 57 rematch. You can't tell me that the Eagles want to win this game. They want to beat these Chiefs on prime time on Monday Night Football. I'm ready. Who else is ready? Let's go. Philly D with a sack by Hassan Reddick in the first series. Looking good.
Quick 3 and out and a welcome to the game by Hassan Reddick. Let's go, Birds. Well, 3 and out to 3 and out. A little bit of weird dancing there. And I don't know what happened on the second run. Like, felt like there was nobody there to give Swift any coverage at all. They were let right through. But we'll have a better offensive turnaround next time. Defense back on the field. Do your thing. Let's go, Birds.
And the Eagles' first offensive drive stalls out as they try to run the ball with the first 2 plays. And then Jalen Hurts gets sacked. Eagles forced to punt the ball away. Good start by the defense with that spear, making sure the cleats work in the field today. Fortunately, the offense could not move the ball. Let's see how Kansas City's second drive goes.
I'm not usually one to bitch about holding because I know it happens every play, but the amount of aggressive, very obvious holding on this drive has been unreal. The Chiefs are getting away with murder on the offensive line, and everyone is seeing it. These refs are literally just closing their eyes to the O-line. It is insane. I'm seriously watching that play that ends with a touchdown. Either the holding is so blatant that you could literally just be blind. I'm drawing a blank. I'm so annoyed with just how terrible that is. Like, I don't care if they score, if it's a fair game, whatever. But that was just so bad. It's so blatant. It literally feels like it's just like already. It's like, what is happening here? That's not football. That's cheating.
So Kansas City Chiefs drive down and score touchdown here. Now the Eagles have to answer that with a touchdown and a drive of their own. If they don't, it's going to be a very long game.
Well, the Eagles allow Kansas City to drive all the way down the field and score a touchdown to a wide open, whatever number dude that was. I don't even know. I'm just upset that he was wide open.
So I actually just got a phone call from Ray Charles. He said even from the grave and his blind ass, he could see the holding on that play. I mean, it's that obvious. And that wasn't even just that one. It happened like multiple plays. When you go back, you watch the run of Pacheco. Massive amount of holding. Bear hugging players. The run afterwards. They're literally 2 players are pulling Carter down to the ground. The play where they end up getting the tackle behind line of scrimmage. Carter still gets up going like, bro, they're tackling him. They're grabbing him from the shoulders and pulling him down to stop him from getting through the line. Like, it's one thing to say there's holding every play. Yeah, I agree, and I get it.
but like it's so bad. It's unreal how bad it is. Guys, write it down. Miracle of the year. There was a penalty on the Chiefs. I'm shocked.
That's what I'm talking about. Drive down and score. 9 plays, 75 yards, 5 minutes. Let's go, Birds.
If Mark hasn't already said it, let me tell you a little something. You run the ball, you run the league. Swift. On the back of Swift, the Eagles drive down and score a touchdown. 7-7. Let's go. New game.
That's the Swift we care about. Let's go. The Birds are here because when you run the ball, you run the league and you win the game. Let's go, Birds. Dominate. Let's go defense. Get it back to the offense. Run it down their throats. Fly, Eagles. I swear, watching them complain about that holding call right there, I swear the all lineman looked at him and said, that was my least amount of holding all game. I held more every other play. It's crazy. Either way, go Birds.
That was a good stop by the Eagles defense and having the Chiefs punt. Now let's go back and score again.
Obviously, going to be a lot of replay on that just interception from Hurts. There may, from one angle, there might have been contact with A.J. Brown's foot. His foot might have been grazed. However, if it's not grazed and there's no reliable point of it, then obviously it was an interception turned into a fumble that was recovered by the Eagles. Either way, though, that pass was atrocious. And there's got to be better work on that. We can't be having that happen. Hopefully it goes our way here in the end. We'll see how it goes, but go Birds. I love how they're sitting here talking about the uncanny ability of Mahomes to run the ball and how, you know, he gets out pretty well and teams just struggle against him. And it's like watching this, I'm like, well, no way. When you're allowed to cheat, when you're being told, yeah, go ahead, you can hold them however you want, and it's not a problem, well, of course you're going to have better runs. I mean, I'm surprised they're not the number one run team in the league with the way they're getting away with this. I don't know about how Mahomes holds the ball longer than anyone else. Of course, no one's going to get pressure on him. Can't get pressure on him when you're being wrapped up like that. I mean, it is disgusting how blatant the holding is in this game. I mean, it's really bad. I know people are saying, oh, the Zacchaeus held. Zacchaeus put his arm out, all-no guy for half a second, and people were throwing a hissy fit about it. The holds the Chiefs get away with, you might as well be giving a kid a hug goodnight. I mean, it's insane. Kevin Byard comes to a winning team, gets the nice pick we needed against Mahomes. Let's go, boys. We need to capitalize on this. Fly, Eagles, fly. I also want to make a huge call there on Byard with the very veteran and very mature decision to just get down in the end zone. You could see he looked around for it and was like, know what? Nope. Go down here, get the free yardage, get my offense set up properly. That is a veteran move. Great smarts, great awareness. That is what we want to see on our team. Let's go, Birds.
Well, I was having issues with sending my last couple voice notes. In a weird turn of events, Jalen Hurts throws a bad interception. AJ somehow got the defender to fumble. Long story short, the Chiefs end up with the ball, drive down the field, get to the red zone, and Mahomes throws a pick to Byard. Let's go. Karma. Because we should have got that ball back. I don't understand why it wasn't a fumble. But anyway, let's go Birds.
It's crazy. Anytime the defensive line makes some kind of stunt or some kind of shift at the snap, the O-line will pick it up, but Hurts just seems to immediately stop looking down the field and just, like, focus so much on what's on him, he just kind of crumbles. Instead of just making the play, throwing the ball, throwing it, whatever he needs to do. Hurts, you got to see this. You got to make the better play. Let's go. By the way, I want to say that on our very first down of the drive, we ran the ball Swift, got 10 yards. Second first down of the drive, we tried to throw it, got sacked for 7-yard loss. It's almost like we need to run the ball.
I listened to Mark's last message, so I'm going to disagree with him on that one. The defensive line is making the adjustment when Hurts is making a call to the other side of the field before he makes the snap. But it's hard to see these type of plays. Even Aikman has said a couple of times. But I've noticed a lot about Kansas City on offense and defense. They have a lot of 2-man, 3-man movements that they've been doing that seems to be challenging both our offensive and defensive lines.
So originally, I'm like upset with Johnson on that play, and then I realized it's a screenplay, and Hurts is just looking downfield. Like, I get the screen kind of gets busted there, but like, throw it at his feet then. It's a screenplay. Don't take another sack. Like, we don't need to get hurt, and we don't need to be losing it like that.
Man, Kadarius Toney, I told y'all we had to watch out for what he does. He really is like our Boston Scott, what Boston Scott is to the Giants for us. Like, he really just hurts us. It's ridiculous. Man, these referees are really not calling holding calls going both ways. Because Sweat was definitely held on a play where Pacheco picked up mad yardage. This defense is not stopping the run. Our front four is not doing what they need to do. Where is Jordan Davis? Where is Brandon Graham? Where is Fletcher Cox, who is currently running to the sideline as I record this message? This defense needs to step up right now. They're looking gassed on the field.
The effort by Cox, he tried to get there, but what kills me isn't the fact that he missed the tackle, which is a problem itself. Is that you see the players in the back that are like, they're kind of half jogging. Like full on movement, go, full speed till you get the play, till the whistle's done. You can't be just relying on another player to make the hit. 11 hats to the ball. That's preached from Pop Warner. When he's on the scramble and he's not looking downfield, get him down. Get to him. Come on, guys. You're the best D-line in the league. Get your shit together. I know they're holding. I know Carter's frustrated. There's so much obviousness on the holding. It's unreal. Carter's getting to the point where he's starting beating people up. I'm ready for him to start swinging. Like, this is ridiculous. But we got to get some effort there when the scrambles happen. Let's go. Massive false start on that play for a touchdown. But, I forgot when you wear red, it's not a penalty. So I'm wondering, can we, as Eagles, get an alternate jersey that's red? That way we're allowed to hold and have penalties this much? Because it is an amazing bonus. Like, imagine how much more you get to win when you cheat this much. And you get away. Like, it's not cheating for you because you're wearing red. I mean, it's so crazy. Like, it is shocking. It almost feels like I'm watching a team that's following an entirely different set of rules. It just doesn't compute. I've never seen a game like this in my life. I mean, it is unreal. I'm literally flabbergasted. Like, I've seen bad, but it's so bad tonight.
Well, as the defense starts to look gassed for whatever reason, Kansas City was able to drive down the field, throw the ball to the left-hand side of the field to Travis Kelce for the touchdown. Got a minute 45 left on the clock. Kansas City's up 14-7. Our offense definitely needs to look better besides our running game. Our passing game, AJ showing frustration. It's not good. We need to clean it up. Man, we are not making opportunities on our offense. We are not seeing the blitzes. Jalen's not seeing down the field in time. I don't know what is going on. We just, on offense, do not look like we are on the same page at any form of the game besides the running game. Fucking 4 sacks in the first half. It's ridiculous.
Going 3 and out and having a strip sack and giving the Chiefs the ball on their side of the field. They can't let them score here. They can't go up 21-7, and they definitely can't go up 17-7. I don't want to see them score here. They got to get off the field and go into the locker room and regroup.
I don't know what's going on with the O-line and Hurts making these decisions. I swear he's what, 4 or 5? Technically, if that was behind the line when he got hit, it's 5 sacks for the night. I don't know where the decision making is, where the play calling is. It feels like a whole mixture of nightmares. Run the goddamn ball. It's a touchdown difference. Run the goddamn ball. Your O-line's good at running. Your running backs are good at running. Your quarterback's, struggling a little bit. Run the goddamn ball. I mean, the Chiefs are sucking ass. They're running the ball all the time because they clearly can't get the balls off. They're afraid of Mahomes getting hurt. He's getting pressured all the time. They're running the ball. And we're better at running it. Run the ball.
I'm not happy going into halftime 17-7 down to the Chiefs. Eagles look lost. They don't know what they're doing on offensive line. They don't know what they're on defense. They look afraid and lost against the Kansas City Chiefs. We got to see a different team. I thought this team wanted revenge. I thought this team wanted to show respect and get respect, but they're not showing that.
All right, that first half was disgusting. I mean, it started out like a crazy war game. Three and out to start them off was nice. Then we went 3 and out, then a touchdown, then a touchdown, then a punt, then a punt. Like, it was all over the place. But the penalties and just it was like so blatant the way this game is being played and the way this game is being called. It literally feels like they're saying you aren't allowed to win here. We know that you can. We know you're the better team. However, NFL policy is Pat Mahomes may not lose at home. That's a signed part of his contract. He cannot lose at home. So we're going to cheat and we're going to make the calls the whole time. And I'm not the only one to call it out like that because I truly try to believe the game being as fair as possible. But it is so blatant. It is like mind-numbing to watch this game right now.
That's what you do. Those are the 3 play calls you make coming out of the locker room. That's the call. A run up the middle with Scott, a sweep with Swift, and a quarterback draw. I don't get it. Do they want to win this game?
Brian Johnson is a moron, and Nick Sirianni, at this point, if you don't see it, if you're as blind as Johnson is to how terrible his calling is because we've won so many games, I'm going to get angry with you because you have the power to sit him down and tell him that he's absolute garbage. What is going on here? This is the worst play calling I think I've ever seen in a game. I mean, it's bad enough with all the penalties against us, but you've got all these terrible play calls. Figure it out.
Well, we come out of halftime and go 3 and out. We do not look like we have any fight in us. I don't know what's going on. Kelsey's upset, hands on his hips, pissed off. I don't know what the wake-up call is going to be for this team today. Are we not spying Mahomes at all? Like he's not a running threat? We look so flat. Like, I've been excited all week. Oh, we're 0 for 4 on third downs? Oh, my God. I'm looking all week to this fucking game for our team to come out looking this flat. That's fucking ridiculous. My gosh. We can't catch any breaks. These refs are making bad calls. And everybody just looks like they don't want to be there right now.
Good pressure by Cox and the D-line on that drive, minus the one play where, it was good pressure when Mahomes scrambled. There was just no one there to stop him. But bad punt thanks to the wind. Maybe. I know it's weird. I know it's crazy, and I would never say it in my life because I'm, a football fan, clearly. Run the ball a few more times and win the game. It'd be nice. We got plenty of time. We got the time. We got the plays. We got the players. We have better positioning than we probably could have, so run the ball. Get some good plays if you need to. Quick short passes. If you need to throw the ball, but run the ball, move the ball downfield, score a touchdown. Let's go, Birds.
I don't see a killer instinct in anybody in this game. AJ Brown wants the ball. Devontae wants the ball. Jalen doesn't know how to get it to them. He's really struggling. I don't see it. His indecisiveness is really showing, especially on that handoff on Swift where it's 3 and short, a third down and short, and they lose yards. I don't understand it.
I'm just like sick to my stomach watching this. Like, first play is a debacle with a terrible throw. Second play is a nice little play that would have been so much better if the screen just picked up their responsibility. If Swift doesn't have to try to make the shake. I mean, he made a great play to get the 9 yards, but if he doesn't have to make that shake, if it's already blocked, it goes for so much more. And then on that next run, Hurts just holds it. He holds it and lets the defensive players move in. And by the time Swift gets the ball, he has no choice but to try to shift and shimmy, and it's just too late. There's no play there. Like, they were expecting us to do like a quarterback sneak. They were expecting the quick run. That's what they knew we were going to do. And because of the delay, we just fall apart. Decision making, play calling. Why is it so dumb and so hard for these guys?
Eagles and another offensive drive on a 3 and out. Still haven't converted a third down. Can you hear the frustration in my voice right now? I want y'all to remember this.
All right, defensively, I'll take it. Stoppage here. We're getting the punt, get the ball back, and we'll see how it goes. We got to get the ball back. We need to focus our team, regroup here, stop getting on top of each other. I see Brown's a little annoyed. I know Hurts is upset. Obviously, we're down, but it's third quarter, man. We got 20-some minutes left total of the game. Plenty of time to score. We're the Birds. Go, fly. The return deserves its own little voice message. Great return, Britton Covey. Been hit and miss on you this whole season with your returns. You've made some good decisions, some bad decisions. That was a good one. Deserved a good return. Now we have good field position. Let's go. Offense, make it happen. We need to strike. We need to put fear in the Chiefs right here. Put some points on the board. Let's go.
So the defense comes up big again and makes a stop, and Britton Covey with a nice return. Can the Eagles offense net maybe some positive yards rather than some negative yards here on this drive?
Finally, some brotherly shove action. And what do you do the next play? You run the ball. And what do? You run the league. Let's go, boys. Run the ball. Make them hurt. Let's go, Birds. Swift. What a great play. This is the best Swift performance we've ever seen in this city. Let's go. Obviously meaning Kansas City. Let's go.
Touchdown, Jalen Hurts. That was a much-needed touchdown. Much needed. 7 plays, 61 yards, 2.5 minutes. That was what we needed. Now we need more of that and another defensive stop. Let's go.
You run the ball, you run the ball, you run the ball, you score. You run the ball, you run the ball, you run the ball, you score. Fly, Eagles, fly. Keep putting it on them. Stop them here on defense. Get the ball back and then punish them for this fucking game. Run the ball the way you're supposed to. You got the big boys. You got the amazing quarterback who can squat 600 pounds. You got DeAndre Swift who's shifty, can make it happen. You got Scott. You even got Gainwell on some plays. Let's do this, boys. And when they are, quick passes like we did to Smitty. We got this. We got this.
And finally, the Eagles come to life late in the third quarter on the back of Swift as he takes the ball down the field into the red zone. And Jalen, able to avoid the blitz, runs into the end zone for the touchdown. 17-14 Eagles. I wasn't trying to drink tonight, but I'm about to pour one up.
I will say, on a side note, I feel like you can see the youth in a lot of our defenders on plays like this last one where they're past Rashee Rice, where he goes down and the players kind of slow up and like half jog to him, not realizing, like almost like forgetting that the player's not down until contact in the NFL.
That's something we need to kind of work on, I think.
Oh, look, this phantom pass interference back to strike again. It's almost like bullshit.
Oh no, the Chiefs' offense isn't firing on all cylinders this drive. Let's make sure we throw flags every time it's a big play chance. I mean, I'm sorry. That Eli Rick's call was rough. I mean, that's running by, putting your hand on them to keep guide. It's how they're taught to play. You put a hand on their hip or their shoulder just to keep stride with them. That's literally how you teach cornerbacks to play the game. That's crazy. Overall, we've looked better in the third quarter than we did the first half, in my opinion. But there's definitely still a few plays here or there we can make some better decisions on and see some better changes here. But I think we got it here. Defense is looking good right here. We got to put a stop to them here on this drive. Most likely, they're going to end up getting a field goal, at least. I'd like to see a field goal or nothing. We're not doing touchdowns here. It's field goal or nothing. Prefer to get the ball back. Just a little pick, force a fumble, whatever. Get that ball, get on the road, get that touchdown. Let's go.
Travis Kelce with the fumble caused by Bradley Roby. Eagles ball. 13 minutes left. Down 14-17. Let's go, Birds. Let's go. Here it is. Let's go.
And the Eagles start off the fourth quarter forcing the much hated Travis El Travador Kelce to fumble the ball. We recover the ball. Let's go. Still 17-14.
You've got to be kidding me with those calls. I don't understand. I am on Mark's side now with Brian Johnson. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Man, this Chiefs defense has really taken away the pass. We cannot get the ball to anybody without it being a short little pitch to the side. It's give credit to Spagnuolo for sure.
I was so excited by the fumble just to watch our crayon munching, bullshit, stupid ass, moronic coordinator call back-to-back screenplays. Are you a child? Do you not know the game of football? Are you watching them defensively? Defensively, they have been up on us up front all night long. Like, we have had plays where, like, I'm all about the run, and I want us to run the ball. But anytime there's been, like, any kind of break that just hasn't gone our way, though, is the receivers are wide open downfield. They can't keep up with Brown. They can't keep up with Smith. And you're going to use those two weapons of ours. If you're going to throw the ball and you're going to throw a screen, what are you doing? How stupid are you? Eat a brick.
I can't believe they couldn't capitalize on that Kelce fumble. I can't get over it. The defense needs to get a 3-and-out, and the Eagles got to get the ball back. Okay, the defense did their job yet again and got the Chiefs off the field. Now the Eagles offense can put together a drive and win this game. There's 9 minutes left. They can win this game.
We just get the stop. We get the ball back. And what do you know? Another screenplay. What drugs are you on, Johnson? You're on some really strong ones. What are you doing, bud?
These little fucking bubble screens that they're trying to get the passing game started with is really ridiculous. They really, I don't know what it is about our passing game. This is very frustrating, though.
Now, while this one worked with Swift, I want it recorded on the pod. Screen, offensive play calls. That is what we've been doing. That is everything that just happened in the past two possessions. Just screens. I'm literally at a loss for words. This is insane. And then another screen. That's 5 or 6 straight screen calls. Is there anything else in his? I swear, I'm not even kidding at this point. It's a coloring book. He's playing with crayons. He drew a line to the right and said, here's a dot behind the line. Here's a line to the left. Here's a dot behind the line. That looks like a play. Let's do that. It honestly feels like a coloring book. This is insanity. Someone, please do something about this.
What a great job by Devontae Smith and getting that pass. This is the drive that I've been missing. I've been wanting all game. Where's it been? Now let's go for the brotherly shove and let's score a touchdown. There we go.
I did say earlier, our receivers keep getting open deep. And as much as I love to run the ball, when you have those moments, you got to take them. Throw it deep. Smitty's open. Again, not a great pass. I'll be honest. Back-to-back passes to Smitty were kind of, he could have been a little better, but whatever. I'll take him. And then, of course, the brotherly shove gets us where we belong in the promised land. That touchdown. Let's go, Birds. This game's not over. Let's shut them down. I'd like to score another. I want to put the hurt on them. Let's get this. Let's go.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, the Philadelphia Eagles finally showed up to the game in the fourth quarter after fucking El Travador fumbled the ball. The Eagles go 3 and out, but fortunately we're able to make Kansas City go 3 and out. And now we have a brotherly shove right into the end zone to finally take the lead of this game. 21-17. Let's go. Fuck, man.
Where were those play calls for the whole game? Why all of a sudden now you start making these calls when you're down by 17-14? Why now? Where are they in the beginning of the game? I don't understand it, Brian Johnson. Explain it to me. I hope in the press conference you explain to me why you are calling the way you are calling.
Look, I know there's going to be a lot of hell online on people everywhere about that false start call. I was saying it the moment it was blown dead. If he had reacted when grabbing him across, you'd have seen it. We saw all the time as Eagles back when we had, I can't remember the left tackle's name at this point because my brain's dead at this point. You have to react to the movement. Graham came across, then Graham backed up and reset, and then you stood up and pointed at him. That's not a reactionary defensive play. That's just false start. You just moved. So, good call by the officials. Great play defensively to stop them, boys. We got the ball back at like the 44 after that punt, I think it was. This is it, boys. Come on. Come on. Drive down this field. Score again. Let's go, Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly.
I really would like to see an Eagles touchdown here that put the game away. That last call, it looks like there's poor communication between Swift and Hurts on these handoffs. I don't like it. It needs to be cleaned up.
These odd, like side delay handoffs are almost as mind-boggling as the screenplays were. I just don't get it. Like I want to run the ball, but like run the ball the way you normally run the ball. Like I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. It makes no sense to me. I don't care. Let's go, Birds. Come on. I will say that call on my ladder right there. Technically, yeah, it's a holding. It's a okay holding call. My only problem with it is you got to call that all night like that. You can't keep calling it one way and then flip the other because the other team. I mean, the holds the other way have been way more blatant, way more extensive, and they're not getting called. But that little bit of a hold on the shoulder pad, which should be called, isn't getting called the other way. So while I agree with the call on us, I don't agree if you're not going to call it both ways. Like you got to call the game fair and even the whole time. You can't be doing this back and forth shit. It's messed up. Either way, come on, guys. We got this. 3rd and 23. Just do something crazy. I don't know. Stick a stake through their heart and win this game. Let's go, Birds. If Dickerson makes that block, that play is gone. It was actually a decent time for the screen. They weren't ready for it. And one player was, and that's all that matters. One player makes the play. We gotta be playing field position on this one. Defense, we're gonna be relying on you. Gotta lock them up. Let's go, Birds.
Well, Eagles managed to stall on their little drive to try to close out the game. We are up 21-17. A little over 3 minutes left to go. We were just in a 4th and 23 situation. I gotta really question why we're not taking deep shots and stretching out this field.
Oh, here we go. Roughing the passer. Now, all of a sudden, now Patrick Mahomes can't be touched. Oh, this is ridiculous. This is it. Patrick Mahomes with the intentional grounding. 4th and forever. This is the game right here. Eagles, come up big right now. This is the time to do it.
Yeah, I was about to jump through this TV. Did I not call intentional grounding on that play by Patrick Mahomes with 1:35 left in the 4th quarter? Holy smikies. And just like that, the Eagles continue in Week 10 to win ugly. The ugliest win I've ever seen. We did not show up the first half, but somehow we pull out a 21-17 victory. Thank you, football gods, because I don't know how we walk away from this game without the touch of miracles that went our way. They could have really closed this game out with that last pass to Marquez Valdez, whatever his name is, at the end there, but he just dropped in the end zone. But, wow. What a game.
Defense came alive in the second half. Absolutely smothered that offense for the Chiefs. I'm not going to lie, I was wrong with the offensive prediction for the Eagles, but hey, I was dead on for the Chiefs. I knew they were going to score a lot on us. I knew our defense could stop them, and they did exactly that. A few missed plays here or there, don't get me wrong. We got lucky. Quite a few bad drops by Chiefs players, but they had the refs on their side the whole game. The whole game. It was an absolutely ridiculous amount of plays that went their way because of some bad refereeing. Officiating's over. Game went over. We did what we needed to do. We got the dub. Coming out of Kansas City, of the start of showing everyone that we're not in a gauntlet, they're in a gauntlet. They're coming to face us. Whether we're at their place or ours, you're playing us. And we, as Birds, are here to win. Let's go, Birds. Fly, Eagles, fly.
This was everything that we expected this fight to be. This went 12 rounds. Unfortunately, we were able to knock them down late in the fight. Come out with this win. What a win. 21-17. Solid win. Let's go, Birds.
And that will do it from Kansas City, where the Eagles have defeated the Kansas City Chiefs 21-17. What an up and down game, as you can tell from our emotions from the beginning of the game to the middle of the game to the end of the game. Excited to talk to Miguel and Mark on this week. Again, our podcast will be early. It will be on Thursday for Thanksgiving. Enjoy, and we'll see you then.
The road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly. Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Get on low, get on high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly. On the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!